So you're installing your Airride for the first time and you look at this cute little pink wire and you're like, what the heck does this do? Well, this is your ignition source. This is what prevents your system from running 24/7. We're going to show you exactly how to find a good ignition source and how to show a bad ignition source to prevent you from killing your battery by running your system 24/7. The one tool that you are going to need is a multimeter. So make sure you grab yourself one of these and then follow us as we hop over to our STI to show you exactly how it's done. All right, step one is verifying that your battery is not dead and is going to produce enough power to run the system. To do so, turn your multimeter on, set it to 20 V. In this case, we're going to the V with the straight line, which is DC. Next up, take the black attached to the negative terminal, your red wire to the positive terminal, and verify that you are producing 12 volts. It's important to note that you do need a healthy battery to run an airlift system. If you have under 12 volts, the system may not run and you will get a fault on your controller. Now that we verified that this battery is good to go, we're gonna move over into the fuse box to start finding an ignition source. All right, so first up, we're gonna pop the fuse box cover off and start to identify the fuse that we are gonna tap into. In this case, you wanna look for something that's going to be on when the ignition's on and off when the ignition is off. This is gonna be a little bit of trial and error. In our case, we're gonna work down and find one that works best. First things first, make sure the ignition is off. Then we're gonna pop out the fuse that we wanna test. Grab our multimeter and verify that it is not producing any voltage. In this case, we're 0. Next up, we're gonna cycle the ignition on and check to see if we then see 12 volts. So in this case, we popped the fuse and we actually did not read any voltage, so we're not gonna use this one. So go ahead and pop the fuse back into place. So now that we've identified a fuse that doesn't work, I'm gonna show you how to identify a fuse that does work. So we're gonna pop out the fuse, same as always. Verify that you're receiving no voltage with the ignition off, and go ahead and cycle the ignition on. So as you can see, we are receiving 12 volts. So that's gonna be a fuse that we want to use to run our ignition source. Now that you've found your fuse correctly, go ahead and keep it popped out, and we're gonna head back over to our work table and show you how to wire it into the main harness. Now that we're back over the table, here's the items that you are going to need. You're going to need the smaller fuse holder, the light blue butt splice, the blue female spade, the 3 amp fuse, the fuse tap, and the original fuse that you pulled from your vehicle. So now let's get started and assemble all these parts together to go ahead and connect them to the car. First up, strip the very end of the ignition wire. Grab the butt splice and connect it to the small fuse holder. These already have pre-cut ends, so you can just pop it off super easily. Once you're done crimping it down, just give it a slight tug and make sure that nothing is loose. Go ahead and install your 3 amp fuse. And close the cap. Next up, we're gonna add the spade onto the end of the other side of the small fuse holder and crimp it down in place. And again, give it a quick little tug, make sure it's tight and connected. Finally, we're gonna add the small fuse tap onto our original fuse. To do so, you're gonna find the little end that has a small cutout and feed it through one side of your fuse. With the fuse tap attached, you're now good to reinstall the fuse back into the fuse box and connect the end of the spade over the top to form the final connection in your vehicle. All right, now we're just gonna go ahead and place the fuse back in. And we can go ahead and connect our ignition harness and just tuck the wire away. Oftentimes on a fuse box, you might have little channels you can tuck the cable into underneath the fuse box cover. And then we can just place the fuse box cover and you are all set and ready to go. So now that you poked and prodded enough to find yourself that proper ignition source, head over to bagriders.com, your one-stop drop shop for all your air suspension needs.